What's up, everybody? It's DJ back again with another Goods video. I appreciate y'all tuning back in. Before we get started, if you guys can go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification as well so you know the next time I upload a video. For this one, it's going to be pretty short. The last couple of days, I really haven't been able to get in the garden like I want to just because of the weather. It's got down to like the mid 30s. We had like a couple little thunderstorms, so I just really haven't been able to get in the garden like I want to. But the weather's looking pretty nice this morning, so I figured I'd go ahead and make a video. For this one, it should be pretty short. I'm just going to show how to transplant some of this lettuce that I've been growing for the last couple months. And then I'll give an update on everything else that we've been growing at the end of the video. Like I've been mentioning, this time is about the best time to really start directly sowing seeds into the ground and then transplanting seeds that you started a while ago and transplant those into like your outdoor garden. So I'll make sure I'll make a couple video updates on how to do that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the rest of the video.
So these are the lettuce plants that I'll transplant into the ground. I'll space them out about a foot apart from each other, and then they're right here beside the carrots. But what I'll do is, to make sure that it's transplanted as easy as possible, is use like the small cultivator, loosen up the dirt some, that way the roots can take root and grow freely in the soil. And what I'll do to make sure that it fits is I'll put the pot down and cut a hole a little bit bigger than the pot so the entire pot can go in. It is biodegradable, so we can put the whole entire pot in, and then once it's in the soil, then I'll go ahead and water it and let it go.
All right, so I just wanted to get a closer look at the actual lettuce that we went ahead and transplanted. So this is all 4 plants. As you can see, it's in pretty much a straight line. That's what I used the rope for again. This is what it looks like once you actually transplant it into the ground. You can use biodegradable pots if you want, like I did. That way you can transplant the entire pot. You just have to make the hole a little bit bigger than the pot and then plant the entire thing. Or you can use regular pots and then just take the plant out and replant it. Same concept, but it just makes it a little bit easier with the biodegradable pots. That way the roots are not disturbed once you actually transplant it, and it'll be a little bit easier for it to take root once it breaks through the pot. But yeah, just wanted to give a little bit of a closer look at the actual lettuce once it's transplanted. I'll transplant a couple other vegetables over the next couple weeks. Peppers need to go out 2 to 3 weeks after that last frost day, so it's about another week or so on those. Just want to give an update on these. I'll plant some more lettuce seeds as well. Lettuce you need to plant over and over again every few weeks. That way you'll have like the lettuce for the entire season. But that being said, I'll go ahead and show an update on the rest of the plants that we got growing. Some of the snap peas over there, I'll get a closer look. And then some of the carrots right beside it as well. But I'll get a closer look on those in the next part of the video.
So I actually transplanted some celery today as well, so I figured I might as well make a clip on that too. The process is pretty similar. I'll space them about the same distance apart, but the only difference I'll do here is make little trenches on each side of the celery plants. That way the water can, basically hit the roots as deep as possible and establish well into the ground. And then from there, the celery will just grow straight up. But it's pretty much the same exact process as the lettuce. Cut out or dig out some holes similar size to the pots or a little bit bigger than the pots, cover, and then water afterwards.
All right, so here's a close-up of the celery that I just wanted to show that I just transplanted. Like I was mentioning earlier, I made some trenches on the side of on each side of the celery. And then I planted them basically the same process or the same exact way I did the lettuce right beside it. But I just want to give a close-up update on it. So that's basically 4 plots of celery right there. All right, so this is the update on the seedlings that are in the greenhouse. Here is the okra on the right-hand side. I just fed it a couple weeks ago, and I think I may have actually burned it a little bit or burned the roots with nutrients. A couple of those leaves turn yellow, but I think after watering and flushing, I think it should be good to go now. Here are the heirloom tomatoes on the outside. Habanero peppers, jalapeno peppers looking pretty good. A couple beans, I need to put those in pots because they're gonna outgrow those pots pretty quickly. Got the Carolina Reaper peppers at the bottom. A couple of those have already sprouted. One in the back. These are all the trees. Apple trees on the left side, orange trees in the middle, and then lemon trees pretty much everywhere else. Here on the left, got the kale. There we go. I got the kale, eggplants, a couple eggplants getting sprouted, and then the bell peppers in the back. And then on the bottom row is the regular strawberries that were transplanted a couple weeks ago. And then here is cantaloupe I started about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And the pineapple strawberries up top. Here's some more watermelon that I started, lettuce, some more lettuce in there, some kale, and then some more spinach. And then at the bottom, I just have a couple, just growing a couple more like seed, apple trees and lemon tree seeds. I want to sprout those, do something different with those than I'm doing with the rest of these. So I got these growing, hopefully they'll sprout and I can put them in a bigger pot. And then rosemary, lavender, and chamomile. It's been a few weeks since I planted those. I've never grown any of these before and they haven't sprouted, so I may have to look back and see if there's something I did wrong because those haven't sprouted yet. But everything else is been growing pretty well. Pretty good update over the last couple weeks. So, and then next I just want to show an update of the garden bed as well. All right, so excuse the grass too, by the way. I don't want to cut it for a couple more weeks until all the grass seed has come through, but it has been coming through pretty healthy, so I think that'll look pretty good in the next couple weeks when I can cut it. But getting into the update on the garden bed, so here are the snap peas. I have these little sticks here so they can grow upwards, so just kind of training it. These are vines, so that you don't want them to kind of sprawl all over the place, keep the peas off the ground, and it'll keep the pest off of them as well. So that's what the sticks are for. And then here are some of the carrots. A lot of them started to come up. Might be hard to see, but a lot of them started to come up. I don't want to disturb the roots. It'll stunt the growth of the actual carrot, so I'm glad that all of them pretty much sprouted. I don't have to do a whole lot of pruning or anything right now. And then these are the rows of lettuce and celery that I planted earlier in the video. The soil looks a little bit different color just because of the water, but that's the 2 rows right there what we saw and talked about a little bit earlier. So the celery and then the lettuce right there. All right, I appreciate y'all checking my video out. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification as well so you don't miss out on any new videos. If there's any questions that you guys have, make sure that you drop them down in the comments. I'll be sure to answer them as quick as I can and hopefully make some videos that'll answer the question as well. But until next time, guys, peace.